everyone, welcome back to Florida channel where you can access the latest US news.
All right, we're here with another somebody who showed up at the steak fry. I was going to say a supporter of Pete, but I'm not sure that's true. Are you a supporter of Pete Buttiegeig?
I would absolutely say that I do support Pete. Yang is absolutely my #1 choice. I mean, I actually had a guy show up at my house, knock on my door, right there in Ankeny, Iowa, and he was a Warren worker. And he says, "Hey, is Warren your choice? Will you caucus for Warren?" I said, "She's my #4." But you can have that choice right now, right? Yeah. There's so much opportunity and there's so many different points of view and ways to do things. They're all good.
Yeah. So your Pete shirt got my attention, but then I saw the math hat.
Right.
Show people the math hat. Okay. Then, so in a sense, you're embodying this election with a bunch of good candidates. And I mean, in a sense, how happy are you that you have a choice, unlike most other elections?
Oh, I am so happy that we have a choice right now, that there's so many choices. Like, I can't disagree with most of the people here that they talk about. We support Biden, we support Warren, we support whoever. That's great. And yes, I came here to go to the Pete rally and to listen to what he's got to say. But yes, I've read and I know about the Yang positions. I generally support those, but I can also support, the Pete positions. And we have that choice.
So you said Warren's #4. So, of course, that makes me curious what your rankings are. What's your top 5?
My top 5 would probably be Yang, Pete, Kamala, Warren, Biden.
Okay. So why Yang above all the others?
Well, because Yang's main policy, everybody says he's a one-trick pony, but his main idea will actually solve so many other problems. If you talk about the universal basic income, right, and you set that up, you can take away so much of our entitlements. All of these people that are on your SNAP, that are on your unemployment insurance, that are on all of these other things, well, you've got a universal basic income. You don't need those. All of that goes away. You also set things up where people have the ability to choose. That is a freedom dividend, and it gives you the freedom to not be on housing assistance, but to go out into the fair market, the free market, and find your own place to stay.
So one guy that was missing from your top 5 that's in the current top 5 is Bernie. So out of curiosity, why?
Bernie's ideas are tangential to the actual issues. He talks about things that are very, like, free college. Well, yes, that's interesting, but it's totally tangential to the actual issues we have of a good, affordable education. Making community college free is just like making high school free. And now a high school diploma does not mean that you can read or write English. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can go to your free community college, doesn't mean you have a better education or a better opportunity. But if you have your $1,000 a month that's yours, and you can spend it any way you want, you can afford to go to college. You don't have to have the government pay for college for you, but you've got this income that allows you to make a choice in the free market.
Yeah. So if you think that those proposals are tangential, I partly understand from the answer you just gave. What do you think is the core?
The core?
Yeah, like
absolute 100% core is climate change. That is almost as dangerous to America as Trump is. Like, Trump is the #1 threat to America. He is a traitor. He has committed treason. It is known. Everybody understands this. He will destroy America. Even his supporters will tell you, yes, he is trying to destroy America, and he will do it. The #2 is climate change. Climate change is going to change and is changing our world as we speak.
So given your understandable disdain for Trump and for wanting to fix climate change, is it a no-brainer that you would vote for any of the candidates that win the primary?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I voted. Hillary was not my favorite person in the world, right? She had baggage. She was a terrible candidate. She would have made a great president. She was a terrible candidate. I voted for her. And whoever, no matter who, vote blue, right?
All right, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Singh. Nice to meet you.
Young is not just UBI. We need someone with modern approach, knowledge, and experience that will optimize our tax market. Plus, we progressively still get Medicare for all and Green New Deal with Yang. He may not support free college, but his reasoning for that is palatable. It's so hard to leave Bernier as he the most proven ally of the people, but I feel Yang can truly win. The right has successfully fabricated a stigma towards socialism, and yet they still approve Yang branding of the same policies. If both sides cooperate in electing Yang, America can finally heal and move forward. What is it about American voters that can make utterly obvious when it comes to money in politics? He can even recognize corporate tools when the information is openly available, even if deliberately disguised by MSNBC, CNN, etc. His list has Pete, Kamala, Biden, and even Warren will be taking corporate dollars in general election. He obviously lived enough years to see a few elections and has followed by some details of going on in politics. And yet money in its politics is not a top priority. Get a clue. Any issue including climate change, healthcare, education will be ruled by the corporate money. If the candidate is beholden to donors, none of them will be working for you. Constitution. Jiang's proposal is such the two wood of stack. He wants UBI to replace SNAP, SNAP, and other programs. The individual would have a choice between UBI and social programs, not both. Unfortunate part is that most would opt into UBI, which will likely be lower than their benefit income. Not to mention the fact that UBI is, at its core, regressive tax. That moment Harris and Pete Buttiegeig started laughing at Yang. That is exactly what people dislike establishment candidates. Way too much arrogance and platitude. It grows. Benny, Yang, and Tusi Castro have one thing in common. They are authentic. The others, not so much. I wonder if Pete Buttiegeig is still laughing at Yang's move to give 10 American families $1,000 per month. Buttiegeig found it funny at the last debate. That's what happened when you have actual policies. Yang isn't my first choice, but he's still better than the rest of the lots behind him. Being a part of Jiang for a while, I think he has much better chance than these people want to give him. While not all the polls have indicated a big rise in popularity, I have seen a surge of support in real life and online. Any college student I've talked to who keep up with politics is a supporter of Yang. And when talking to the people about him, I've been able to sway them to become a fan due to his immense and corrupt policies. He's only growing and will continue to do so. Yang has come from nowhere to this steady rise. He's really the real deal when you listen to the man talk. His plan is like progressivism on steroids. He has the charisma to sell it to the whole country. There's something to be said about having a younger candidate. Even though I love Bernier and regard him as a hero, a Bernier supporter said. Thank you for listening. See you in the next video. Please like and subscribe our channel. Bye bye.